What's going on, YouTube and TikTok? It's your boy STUNTZ, and today we are in Sunnyside, Washington. It's the hill climb races. Happy Saturday, fuckers, and welcome to episode 6. Your boy STUNTZ, and today we are in Sunnyside, Washington for the Nitro National Hill Climb races. What's up? Let's go ahead and kick this episode off with a little sobriety update. As you know, I am a recovering addict. So today, I am 334 days sober. Almost to that year mark again. So keep giving your boy that extra push that he needs, man. I love the support from everybody. Thank everybody for the support. I'm loving it. Sobriety's great, man. I say it every time, man. Getting sober was the best decision that I made. I have bad days still, but I wouldn't trade a single day sober for, a great day getting loaded. Or whatever the fucking saying is. And this video is cool, man. She's not speaking in this video, but my wife and my daughter are both here. So that's pretty cool. Getting out to public events like this has been pretty difficult for me and Caitlin the past 8 months since we've had our daughter. So this is like one of the first things that we've actually been able to get out and do as like a family. And obviously it's around bikes and doing shit that we love. So grateful that I got to spend this day with them. And also my boy Dusty STUNTZ, man. Thank you for inviting us out, bro. I had a great day. Let's go back here and check out some of these bikes in the pit. So, I haven't really given you guys, like, the full story of, like, me, my story, or, like, who I am. So, obviously, as you guys know, I go by Sober STUNTZ. And you obviously already know that I'm a recovering heroin addict. Obviously, as we said in the beginning of the video, I'm coming up on a year clean and sober. I'm from Battle Creek, Michigan. And my story isn't, like, a story where, like the typical story. Nice S1000. Childhood was great, man. I grew up riding dirt bikes, and I had a solid family. But I don't know, man. At some point, shit just kind of went south, and, I ended up moving back to Battle Creek after I moved away. Came back home, and I quickly got into drugs, and really it started out with methamphetamine, and I kind of did that for like a month, and I think it was like a month, maybe a month and a half into that. And shout out to Squid. It was maybe about a month and a half into that before I found heroin. And the crazy part is, when I first tried heroin for the first time, like, I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it because, like, it felt great, but, like, I was puking, bro. I could not stop puking. But, I mean, the feeling was so great that I just kept doing it and kept doing it. And eventually I quit getting sick when I would do it. Eventually it got to the point where I was getting sick if I didn't do it, which was the fucking problem. But yeah, man, I run around town fucking doing meth, doing heroin for the last 9-10 years now. I've flown back and forth from California to Michigan, back to California, back to Michigan, back to California. I've been to treatment in Indiana, Oregon, fucking Florida, obviously Michigan and California. Fucking, dude, But the crazy thing is, my addiction has actually led me to do so many things that I never thought I would do. Obviously, I never thought I was ever going to be able to go to California. I could never afford that. And I ended up going to treatment out there, and I lived out there for quite some time. Like I said, on and off for at least 6-7 years. I've lived in sober livings that were mansions, and I've lived in sober livings in Compton. Like, my journey for getting clean and sober, dude, was actually pretty fucking dope. Like, I've been able to travel. I've met my wife out in California. Fucking cowies. And I've also met some great friends along the way. People that I still call friends to this day. And it really makes me so happy when I get on Facebook or Instagram or whatever it might be, and I see my friends from treatment and they're doing good, and they're living successful lives, and it's fucking awesome, bro. You know, fast forward to now, 334 days clean. My life is completely different. Fuck yeah. Like I said, I have a wife, I have a daughter, and outside of those two things, my life is revolved around bikes, stunt bikes, crotch rockets, Harleys, Groms, whatever you like, dirt bikes. If it fucking has a motor and it'll pop that front wheel up, I'm on it. But yeah, man, fucking stunt life is my escape. I use that as like my program. I don't really do like the AA, the NA meetings and shit like that. I don't really do those so much anymore. My main focus is just like, I just try to progress every day with, you know, I try to keep that front wheel up longer and longer and longer. And that just kind of does it for me, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, sobriety has led me to creating or founding, I guess you could say, Midwest STUNTZ, which is, we call it a stunt team, but not a lot of people in the thing actually stunt. Some of us do, but some of us don't, if that makes sense. But yeah, Midwest STUNTZ became a thing because I was part of a recovery club, MC, and you know, shit like that just kind of, I feel like lines get blurred, and the purpose of what we were actually doing kind of, you know, became second to the club, you know, and I left that and we formed MWS, and now, you know, we're slowly growing, but like people know our names now. The fucking cops know our names. They fucking love us. But it's cool because our main purpose is obviously like fucking riding and all that shit, you know, having fun. But like our main purpose behind every event that we do is raising some kind of awareness for addiction, recovery, mental health, and shit like that, you know. Because believe it or not, people don't know that they can get help. And there's people that are ready to get help that just they don't have the right shit. They don't have the right resources, and they don't have, you know, the right support system to help them through it. So we try to raise some kind of awareness for, you know, all that with every ride that we do. A lot of times we like to put events together, like boxing events, or, you know, just like a regular old bike night. But we like to have recovery speakers at like just about all of our rides, our meets, our bike nights, our whatever it may be. We try to have somebody, at least one person, speak and share their story. That way everybody knows what Midwest STUNTZ is about. And it's not your traditional stunt team or whatever, you know. Obviously, a lot of people get turned off by like recovery things, so. But whatever. I mean, if you don't want to come and hang out with us and have a good time, I mean, then whatever. But yeah, you can catch our events in Washington. You can also catch them in Battle Creek, Michigan. And while we're talking about MWS, I might as well tell you about some of the events that we do have coming up. May 23rd in Battle Creek, Michigan, we have the prom night ride. I believe that starts at 5 p.m. I believe the address is 47 Elizabeth Street. And then in January 2027, Huntington Beach, California. This is not an official date, but we believe it's going to be the 8th through the 12th. Like I said, in Huntington Beach, California, we are trying to put together our first ever national MWS whatever ride. It's called Burn It Down. Be there or be square, I guess. And then obviously next year as well, in July, on July 3rd, we have the second annual Corey Lee Memorial Bash. Super stoked for that one. I cannot wait to get out there. This year was a fucking blast. I thank you everybody that came to that. And as far as schedules or planned rides, that's all I have right now. I do know that both Battle Creek and me here in Washington are both planning Halloween rides this year. They are not. There's no details for those. But as you know, we'll post it as soon as we know anything. We're gonna get a flyer made and we're gonna post it. You know how we do. So yeah, let's talk about Burn It Down real quick. So Sebastian and I were talking the other day, and we decided, like, man, we should try to put a national ride together. You got all these cool ass stunt rides. You know, you got Lean Back, you got Prison Break, Ride of Legends, all these sweet ass rides. And we're like, why can't we do one, right? So we decided every year in January, we're going to pick a warm location, random city, random state, every year. This year, we picked Huntington Beach, California, because LA has a ride, and we decided that since I got sober in Orange County, we decided what better place to do a big national ride and shout out recovery than the place where I got sober. Address, times, and all that shit will be posted, as soon as we can. But like I said, man, January 8th through the 12th, Huntington Beach, California, Burn It Down will be there, and let's tear it up, man. So basically 4 full days of riding. I believe the first day is basically just everybody kind of meets and, gets in their hotels and gets comfortable. We all meet up for like a chill ride, maybe hit a stunt lot or whatever, a place where we can all go practice wheelies. And then day 2, I can't remember day 2, but I can't remember what day 2 is. I believe it's like stunt competitions and like people just kind of doing like competitions or whatever, having fun. And then day 3, main ride. This is the big stunt ride through the city. I believe we're gonna go from Orange County to LA, so it's gonna be a couple hour ride. And then night 4, we're gonna have some kind of fire or something on the beach, and we're gonna have a recovery speaker as well. I believe we're gonna have one on day 3 before the main ride at the pre-ride meeting. So yeah, man, it's 4 fucking days of just fucking chilling. Most of the country that time of year is gonna be fucking snowed in. Dudes are going to be itching to get back on their bike. I know one thing I'm glad about not living in Michigan no more is I can ride all year round. I might be cold, but there ain't no snow and salt on the road. But yeah, so why not pick a fucking warm spot in every year and switch it up, bring stunt life to different cities, maybe cities that don't really have a stunt life. We can bring riders all around and kind of, get it popping. So this is our first attempt. I really hope you guys come. Mark it January 8th through the 12th. Yeah, that's all I got about that. And also, shout out Sebastian. If y'all ain't following my boy, the president of Midwest STUNTZ in Battle Creek, follow my boy on TikTok, Captain Papaline 600, man. Quit sleeping on my boy. All right, y'all. I'm out. See y'all next week. Thank y'all for coming.
Section, get the
Thank you to everybody for watching this week. As always, I want to shout out Midwest STUNTZ out in Battle Creek, Michigan. If you are not already following them, make sure you follow them and subscribe. Yeah. See ya next week, bitches.